This is such a special place. You drive through the streets of Green Bay, no tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Chicago Bears and the Green Bay Packers. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's Love looking to pass on the first play. He'll buy some time right. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number one job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They try.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And the ball is knocked out. And the Packers pick it up. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
You remember in preseason?
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Fields on 3rd down. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Here's Fields. The throw for Claypool is intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And you figure this should be a healthy, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top form.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the...
He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson, 76 yards. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here. No doubt about it, and when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now. And some space here. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 14 yards and a Chicago first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter. And a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
On 2nd and 9, Fields. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 40. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Off play action, Fields. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Play action. It's Fields. His throw incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Fields. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. So a great play there for this highly regarded linebacker, making his first career sack.
And his versatility on display right there. Look, we've known him primarily as a tackler and a cover man, but he can go get the quarterback when the situation calls for it, as he just did right there.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The Packers at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, You have to take that time and run with it, and that's what they're trying to get done here.
And he'll throw this one away, but I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. It got his man complete. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Packers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point attempt to come here. And it is now 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still... And now the rookie's free. He's at the 30. 10. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great play there with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears get a bit closer. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. And they've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake...
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They've seen their 21-0 advantage cut to just 7, so time to go back to work here, 1st and 10. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On play action. Love to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll check this down, complete to Dillon. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with.
The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. He's thankful right now for that sideline because it could have been a fumble loss, instead just a fumble, though they will have to punt it down.
You're right about that, but do you think there's ever been a player happier to see his own punter go on the field than him?
No.
I mean, not at all, right? How fortunate is he that they got a chance to punt it away, and it's not just a turnover at the spot.
It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return, and the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. They'll roll him out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On play action, Fields. Throw left side, taken in by Claypool. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Here's a give up the middle. And this will be a Bears first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Here's Fields. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Fields And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Fourth down, so they send out Trenton Gill.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Play action this time with Love rolling to his left. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Off the play fake, Love. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Going back to Love. Rolling to his right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
On 3rd down, Love. Now a leaping catch. He's got it. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Play fake. Here's Love. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Traditionally, as a defense, your number one job, stop the run. But in today's football, it's impacting the opposing quarterback. Make him uncomfortable. And so far, they've not been able to do that.
Not at all. He's been really comfortable in the pocket. 3 touchdown passes already.
So that could be an important first sack if they do want to turn things around.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Love forced out to his left. And the ball comes out. Love lost it, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. 2nd time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
And this will be caught. It's Isaiah Hodgins.
Well, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down, and they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. On now is the Packers punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And how about this, a fake? And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage.
Boy, that's That's asking a lot of your punt team there, and they were not able to deliver.
It's asking an awful lot of the punt team there, because if it's 4th and 4, 4th and 3, you've got a chance, right? That's a manageable distance to try and pick up when you're running a fake. But when that number's actually been in the weight room and it's pumped up like it was, that's difficult to do, all right? So you might even think to yourself, if I left my offense on the field, would they be able to pick that up? You could run a nice play and not get that distance.
Now a first down throw, Fields.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Bears. DJ Moore in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bears have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Santos with the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. To get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half, because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
So the completion good for 6 yards. 3rd and 7 now.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Moore. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play there on the catch and run. 36 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
126 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now it's Fields. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down. The Fields is off, and on comes Cairo Santos for the Chicago field goal. From the right hash, this from 48. And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. And with it, they'll take the lead at 24-21. Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
On 2nd down, Dillon.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Muscle damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Black 40.
First down, Love to pass.
That's taken in by Watson.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
To throw again on 2nd down, Love. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
3rd and 2, Love with it. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. First down.
But they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Love, they go play action now.
He'll find Hodgins there complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 15-yard line. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. Here's Love. He'll buy some time right, and he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game, but after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
Love now. That's complete to Dobbs. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Here we go, set, yellow, 22, ultra, cut.
They'll run here with Dillon, and he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, after the loss on first down, they're going to walk that line and understand they don't have to rush just yet, but time is still going to be a factor in their decision-making. Call your play. Make sure everyone knows what they're doing. You have to score a touchdown here. You've got to find a way to cash in.
On second and goal, here's the option. Again, it'll be Dillon. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. Back now at Lambeau. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Love, this is third and goal. Sliding out of the pocket toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here? Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here. Desperation time here. Love on fourth down. Steps away to his left. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Jordan Love taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Packers have taken a fourth quarter lead. This has definitely been a back-and-forth affair, and now they have the lead here in the fourth quarter. Yeah, and they gave up the field goal on that last drive, as we remember, but it felt like their offense told them, don't worry about it. We've got your backs. We'll come back with a touchdown of our own, and they did. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. 135 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. That space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Fields now to throw.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown.
Jarnell Mooney.
63 yards.
And the Bears use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it's 2nd down. To throw now, here's Love. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. It's caught inside the 25. And that one results in 35 yards.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
Love now to pass on 1st down. He'll dump this down to Dillon. It's complete.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Being chased out left. Pass incomplete.
Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Again, it's Love. And this is going to be incomplete.
That ball was tipped in the air, and while it ultimately fell incomplete, it caused a few anxious moments for the guy slinging it, who's had quite a day. He knows how to get it into the end zone. He's throwing it really, really well. And maybe Lady Luck is on his side because he avoided his first interception of the contest.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt.
And his kick here is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied.
I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Completion here to Claypool.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. To throw is Fields. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And this is caught. He hits more. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Fields rolling to his right. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down.
Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Room here to run. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
They'll try and run this one right up the gun. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. From the 4, it's second and a couple. Now a handoff looking right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
At this stage, you've got to hustle, got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. On third down, Herbert. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th. So the first drive ended in 3. This time they take it down and punch it in the end zone.
So that first drive felt like they were just gathering knowledge, didn't it? Just enough to kick the field goal on the first one. And the second time they put it all together and got it all the way to the end zone.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Buying time to his left. And he'll manage to get out of bounds. It's a first down. And the clock stops with just over 20 seconds to play. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. That one checks all the boxes, doesn't it? You get the first down, check. Get out of bounds, stop the clock, check.
Well, how about one last check? Keep your quarterback from getting hit. That's a big check.
Yeah, check there as well. Good call.
33, yellow. Hey, blue.
Now Love. Eluding the pressure right. And he will get out of bounds here to stop the clock, but not a huge pickup there. 6, maybe 7. Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Here's Love. Out to his left. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Love. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Down to their last chance now. This is going to have to be a heave for the end zone and just hope for a miracle.
And I don't sit back with everyone back defending. I've got to have somebody rushing the quarterback. Don't make it easy for him to set up and throw the ball all the way downfield.
One last shot now for Love. Dancing to his left. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. It all came down to one final jump ball on the Hail Mary, but partner, the defense was ready, able to force it to be incomplete. Ball game over.
Look, let's face it, everybody wants to work the ball in closer and take a more high percentage pass to try and tie the game, but the Hail Mary, that's what they had to work with. And now they're just hoping that their jumpers can get up higher and are stronger than the defenders. Not the case in this instance. They end up losing the game.
So for Chicago,
They moved to 7-1 on the year with the victory.
and they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, they dropped just their second game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.